أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. This session is entitled How to Be an Effective Community Organizer, Grassroots Politics 101 for Political Activists and Advocates. It is the first of a two-session back-to-back program whose objective is to provide the audience with an introduction to the spectrum of Muslim grassroots political involvement in the American mainstream political landscape. These two sessions, which each have 4 speakers, will be delivered in a training-style introductory format. Our first topic, inshallah, today is the political mobilization of the Muslim community, identifying Muslim voters by geographical location, utilizing community organizations to develop a list of Muslims, selecting area and block captains to mobilize Muslims, which is being presented by Sister Zarqa Abid. She will also cover the do's and don'ts of the political involvement of charitable 501c3 masjid organizations. Sister Zarqa is a social political activist, journalist, blogger, TV producer and director, and CEO of her business, event and media consultancy, ZAPS Technocrats Incorporated. Right? In the past, she has worked at the American news giant NBC News as a news editor and at ARY, which I know that my mother knows very well. ARY, Digital Network of Pakistan, as a general manager of the City Channel. Abid is a major political organizer in Columbus, Ohio. During the 2008 campaign, she worked with the Obama campaign and the Ohio Democratic Party under the umbrella of the Muslim Democrats. She organized 15 vans for Ride to Vote program to transport voters to their precincts. Her team influenced about 100,000 people through 17,000 phone calls, 25,000 flyers, and 50 to 60,000 through neighborhood canvassing. They delivered about 2,000 votes during the, quote, Golden Week. She has now established 2 social welfare organizations, Ohio Muslims and Ohio Muslims Alliance, to mobilize the Ohio Muslim community throughout the year. These organizations are mainly focusing on public service, political engagement, and lobbying. Sister Zarqa is a Phi Beta Kappa graduate of the North Carolina State University. She majored in mass communication, TV production, and minored in journalism. She received the Norma and Wally Osley Merit Scholarship for being the outstanding student of mass communications. She also represented North Carolina State University in the U.S. Senate and the U.S. Congress in a conference organized by National Organization of Women. She is happily married with 3 daughters. Sister Zarqa.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here. I thank Emerge and ISNA both for giving me this opportunity and having this panel, which is I'm looking forward to hear all these next presentations because I have to learn a lot, and I'm very happy that you all came up. So the number one thing that I would cover as this is a training session is what is political activity. We need to understand that, number one. And political activity is participating in or intervening in any political campaign on behalf or in opposition to any candidate for public office. That's number one. Then it includes publishing or distributing statements too. Lobbying, on the other hand, is the act of attempting to influence legislation, either directly or indirectly. So that needs to understand these are 2 different things. There are some things that masjids can do and there are things that masjids can't do. And many other things, inshallah, we need to understand, and we need to focus on both. What is political activity and what is lobbying. But in my presentation, I'm going to cover more about the political activity and mobilization of Muslim community, inshallah. So how do you mobilize Muslim community? Number one thing, you have to establish your own base. So if you look at the whole thing, is you have to create an informed voter, study historical documents, Declaration of Independence, Constitution, Federalist Papers, study the philosophies of both political parties. And then you have to determine your own organization's philosophy. What are we going to do? Who are we going to support? And when you are going for political activity, you definitely need to know the positions of elected officials and candidates on issues that matter to your community. That means the talking points. Why is it important? Because of course when you're going to go out and ask them to vote for so and so, and you're going to tell them that as a Muslim we are voting such and such person, they're going to ask you, okay, what about this issue or that issue? So you need to understand the position that where your person who you are supporting is standing, and why are you still, if there is something that is just not, that doesn't go with our own values, then we need to understand, we need to justify in a way that our people understand. And if we have any follow-up policy after these people are elected, just because they are right now supportive and they are, at least they respect Muslims and there is opportunity, we need to understand and we need to explain that to our people too. So you have to have your talking points ready. The next thing is then you have to use the existing database. So in our case, when it came to Ohio, it was just 2 months in election. Based on the National Muslim Democrats, they did purchase the database and then they sent us the Ohio's database. And then it was very helpful because within 3-4 days we had all these different cities and the Muslims information and everything, and we could use it. Then the step is about the reaching out. How do you reach people? Okay. So, of course, voter registration drive is the #1 step, and which is totally legal to do it through masajid. So, thus we use the Eid prayers we went there, we had our vans standing right there, and right after Eid prayer, we tried to get people as many as we can, and we could just, take them to the just election place, and they could just vote there. Flyer distribution is also very important because, again, not everybody, definitely in our community, is reading emails or checking through the Facebook. So hard copy of a paper in their hand is very, very important. You should understand. With neighborhood convincing also, I would say that what was the difference when we went there? People saw us and we said Assalamu alaikum, and this is like a Muslim person is there, and they were more willing to listen to us, and then they were more willing to go out and really vote because it started like they felt like it matters. Then a right to vote service, as Asad mentioned in my intro. It was important because sisters especially do not drive as much. They have the problem with the babies, they have kids, they cannot go. So it was a big support that so many sisters can go. There is a volunteer, there is a van standing out there, and we were advertising this time the van will leave, and we saw that people were coming and they were waiting for our vans right there on the spots that we advertised. We advertised even for the masajid. It was totally fine. They could gather there, and our van is there, and they could go. And one day before the Golden Week ended, I really have to share this. It was the day we went to election precinct. It looked like it was election in Somalia. It was not election in America. It was like all full by Somali sisters, right? It was really good. So alhamdulillah, this is how, it really helped a lot. I have just 1 minute left, and there is understanding of geography and understanding of ethnicity. I'm going to cover that both things together. Now, understanding geography is very important because when they do, the electoral maps are very different from what you see in the postal zip codes and all these addresses. What they do, they divide the neighborhoods in a way. There is a line which normal people don't know, and which is why your district officers and the representative are going to be different people and you don't know. So maybe you are thinking that you are going to vote for so-and-so person, but actually that's not the person who is from your district. So understanding that and then telling people exactly that you are in this neighborhood, you are voting this and this person, and then giving them some sheet in their hand that this is who you are voting for. That was very important. And then identifying Muslim voters by geographical location so people know exactly, and then selecting the area captains to know that this is your neighborhood and you are covering this area, and you are working for so and so person. And understanding ethnic diversity is the working with ethnic organization, and which is very, very important to provide interpreters, to provide volunteers, to team them up, to reach the Arab-speaking community, to reach the Somali-speaking community is something that we all need to do and we need to understand. Inshallah, my time is already ending, so I'm going to wrap up here and I can take any question in the question answer session. Thank you so much.
She mentioned something about while they're doing the activities through the mosque. And one statement that she brought up, and I was questioning that statement whether you could verify for me, is mosque endorsing a candidate. That's the application from IRS.
I understand, and this was a very long topic. I had just one slide about it, but I had printed a form from Muslim, basically supplier, double-sided. It's right here, anybody can take it. And yes, mosque cannot endorse anybody, but they can invite, even candidates can come to the mosque, as far as we are saying that Democratic and Republicans both are welcome. So in Ohio, for example, Democratic campaign took advantage of it and Republicans did not. So it was their own choice, but mosque was open for both of them. So I have a flyer right here. If anybody is interested, there is a disclaimer that we strongly advise everybody to consult to a lawyer before doing any activity for the purpose of security, because definitely these are Muslim organization and we do not want to do any harm to them. Thank you so much.